Black Friday and Cyber Monday is not just big shopping days anymore. It's actually make or break for most e-com stores. In other words, if you don't make this right, you're gonna lose 30% of your annual revenue for 2025. And I'm not exaggerating, actually more than 70% of the e-com stores are getting 20 to 30% of their annual revenue through this period. And the reason is actually 70% of the website visitors are very likely to make a purchase during this period compared to other times in the year. But we can't just start the Black Friday campaigns few days in advance. Because as you can see in this chart, as we approach Black Friday, other e-com stores are also sending campaigns and SMS aggressively. So if you just want to focus in this period, you're going to leave a lot of money on the table because it will be hard to get through the people's inboxes as other e-com stores are also sending a lot of email campaigns. So we want to make sure that we start at least 3 weeks in advance. We have 2 weeks in advance here, but we want to make sure we start 3 weeks in advance. But before starting this video, let me show you some of the email designs we made for our clients last year. These are some of the Black Friday and Cyber Monday emails. And also here's the results for those email campaigns. You can see we can actually generate thousands of dollars through each single campaign. All right, now let's see how we should start the campaigns and what segment of people we should send the emails to and what type of emails we should create for them. So in the first week, we're only going to send emails to VIP customers. So we're going to segment them out. You can send to people, for example, let's say they purchased more than 3 or 4 times in your e-com store because these people are much more likely to make a purchase in advance. So we are going to create an early access specifically for these VIP segments. And you can send gifts, you can create a discount, for example, up to 20-30% of discount, depending on your profit margin. And each campaign actually starts with an intro. You can send 1 to 2 intro. You just want to announce people. You don't want to give them the discount right away because a lot of people are going to miss out on the campaign. You can work on the intro in the first 2 days in the week, and then we will have the main and actual offer. So in the first week, you can send emails every other day and also a single SMS. You don't want to go so aggressively with SMS because it's much more expensive than emails. And then we will have an outro, which is the final day of the offer for the first week, and you just want to send a text-based email. If you don't know how to create a text-based email, I have created this video. You can watch it in my channel. As I've already showed you these emails, these are the design-based, but text-based emails are actually the ones that you send from Founder. And you can also send another SMS for the final day. So this is the first week that you send emails only to VIP lists. And then we're gonna go for the second week. The second week as well starts with an intro. You can send 1 to 2 emails just announcing the discount. Don't give away the discount yet. And then when the actual offer starts, you will send the main campaigns, including the discount code, or if it's site-wide, I suggest using site-wide because it reduces the friction for the customers, and you can send email every single day. And in the second week, we are going to send email to any active customers we have in our list. So we don't just want to go to send emails to VIP lists as we did for the first week. For the actual offer, we want to make sure to send email every single day. I will tell you later on how to create high converting emails because we don't want to overcome any objections or answer questions as we did in the normal value based emails we did before. We just want to give away the discount. I'll talk about that. And then we will have the outro. We will have a text based email again and an SMS. And also during the actual offer, you can send an SMS the same as the first week. And the third week, which is going to bring the highest revenue for you, we want to make sure we send at least 1 email for the actual offer, and you can send even 3 emails in advance for the intro, just introducing the new offer. And you want to make sure each of this week you are going to send a different offer. For example, you don't want to, let's say we have more than up to 80% discount. We don't want to go for 80% discount for every single week because people are going to be overwhelmed and you will get a lot of unsubscribes. So instead of creating a single offer for the entire period, you can, for example, for the first week, you can go for up to 30% discount. For the second week, you can go for, let's say, buy one, get one free. For the third week, you can create up to 80% discount. And for the fourth week, you can go for free gift, free delivery, things like that. So this way, we will have an intro for each offer. We will have many emails for the actual offer itself. And then we'll have an outro for each offer, which is going to bring a lot of sales instead of just working on one single offer. And the outro for this third week is actually the Black Friday and maybe 1 day after that. So you send at least 2 text-based emails giving them the final chance. You want to make sure it's from the founder and you want to create that personal touch. make sure you have compelling subject lines. I have created tutorials about how to create compelling subject lines. And finally, for the first week, you don't want to go aggressively. You don't want to send emails every single day. Again, you can create an outro. You want to make sure anyone who missed Black Friday deal, they can get something like up to 20 to 30% discount depending on your previous discounts. And also, it's a good time to give them some gifts. It's going to convert very well and bring a lot of money. Now let's see what we should include inside these email campaigns. As I said, we don't want to put too much details inside these Black Friday campaigns. You want to make sure that the amount of discount and actual offer is obvious inside the emails. You want to give it like a Black Friday theme. It can be black. Sometimes a black theme works well during this period. And also, I don't suggest really using discount codes. You want to make sure that it's site-wide depending on your general strategy for this period. And another thing that can bring a lot of sales and create a lot of urgency is using these countdown timers. I have created this video inside my channel. You can watch that. I explained how to create these crazy looking countdown timers. And you can also create a section offering your best sellers and talking about the offer. For example, here we have a tiered discount and we are explaining it. We are telling them the more they buy, they get more discounts. Also, another important thing that push people to make a purchase before the Black Friday is actually telling them that you might run out of stock during the Black Friday. For example, let's say it's 14th of November and you're sending your email campaigns. You're telling the customers to do not wait for the Black Friday discounts because there will be shortage in stock, the orders will be delayed, and things like that, to actually give them a reason to take an action in advance. Another important thing is actually social media ads. If you are planning to run any social media ads, you're gonna do that right now, because as we approach to Black Friday, the cost of meta ads are going to skyrocket. So you don't wanna just bring the traffic during the Black Friday. During the Black Friday, you just wanna use your current list. So create a high converting sign-up form right now on your website, as we have 2 months left to Black Friday, and run all of your social media ads right now because the cost is much cheaper. And then once we approach to Black Friday, let's say during this second week, as we send campaigns to non-VIP customers as well, you want to make sure you update your sign-up form to the actual offer, the Black Friday. You don't want to go with that, let's say 10%, 15% off you already have on your website. And then you want to make sure you create a clone of your welcome flow and update the discount to the corresponding discount of your Black Friday on your welcome flow as well. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you make a lot of sales this Black Friday. If you apply this strategy, it's going to work very well. We already tried it last year for our clients. Also, I'm going to create an email design tutorial for Black Friday emails soon, so make sure you subscribe to my channel. And also, if you need further help with email marketing, you can visit my website bigbankflow.com and submit this form in the bottom of the page to get your free email marketing audit. See you on the next video.